Aidan Hutchinson says he thanks the Jags for not taking him number 1 overall. All right, can we go in the let's be honest machine for just a second? Let's go in the let's be honest machine for a second. And were you guys working here yet? Flannel, Spence, were you guys working when that draft happened?
Yep.
Yes.
There were a lot of people, whether they want to admit it today or not, is inconsequential. There were a lot of people that didn't like Aidan Hutchinson.
I remember.
And chances are they were probably non-Michigan fans, but there were a lot of people out there that didn't want Aidan Hutchinson and said, "You don't draft a guy like that, Lindsey, that high in the draft." Right? Can we can be honest about that, right?
Yep.
And there was some concern on the flip side from some of the people that were all in on Aidan, and I think after watching him in his college career, I don't know how you couldn't be, especially the way he finished the season. There were some people that were really worried that he was going to be going, number 1 overall to the Jags.
That's what I thought. I thought he was going number 1 for sure.
Yeah.
I didn't put him on any of my draft boards for the Lions or anything because I thought he was going number 1.
As Aidan said, everything works out the way it does for a reason. He was destined to be a Lion, and if you guys didn't see why he was drafted so high, you're not paying attention. I don't think anybody out there now is going to make that argument. And to me, I think the scary thing about Aidan Hutchinson, and I know I said this when I was out at camp a couple weeks ago, it's not only what he is, he's still scratching the surface.
Most definitely.
Lindsey, he's scratching the surface.
But that's when you know you got something special.
Yeah.
When you see a young guy that, you watched him at the beginning and he was learning, he was getting his footing, he was learning what the speed of the game was, and once he got it, you were like, holy shit. It's a monster, And I always watch. When I watch defensive linemen, I watch the guys because there are certain guys that just jump off the screen. And he's one of those guys, and it just looks like they're in a different game, And he's one of those guys, man. And when you get one of those guys, you start surrounding him with other pieces. You're creating something special, and I think that's what the Lions are doing.